what are your thoughts on the Temple Mount and Amona? Those are the two hot issues today. Obviously, UNESCO came along and denied our attachment, our very long attachment to the Temple Mount. And Amona is a very difficult area. It's an area that governments of Israel have allowed and helped fund millions of dollars to try to build up. And the Supreme Court of Israel made a decision. And last time that they tried to dismantle this particular town, many people were hurt very badly, and we certainly don't want to see that happen again. Even Knesset members were struck by the police. So it's not the type of activity we want to see happen. What are your thoughts?
Well, on the Temple Mount, I think it's very clear that the UNESCO resolution was yet another attempt to dictate an outcome for Israel and others in the region, not based on agreement among the parties, but based expressly on disagreement. And it's the kind of activity that I think makes peace harder to achieve. When Ronald Reagan withdrew from UNESCO, I thought it was the right thing to do. During the Bush 41 administration, I opposed going back into UNESCO. I'm sorry, George W. Bush 43, went back in. I think the Obama administration failed in keeping the PLO from joining UNESCO, resulting in a cutoff of U.S. contributions, which shows what kind of organization really that it is. So it was a very distressing resolution. It was utterly unnecessary, a balanced resolution that recognized the historic, iconic role of the Temple Mount for the State of Israel. Was an easy resolution to write. They chose not to do it. It tells you everything you need to know. You know, in terms of Amona, this to me is a very difficult situation to understand, especially the dynamic between the courts in Israel and the politicians in Israel. It's hard for an American used to our system to figure it out. Nobody wants to see violence, but I think the notion that Israelis should be allowed to live and build in their traditional homeland is something that should not be restricted. Obviously, you've got questions about the basic law and how that works that the Israeli judicial system has a role in, but something I certainly hope has a peaceful outcome. I think the state-to-state relations between Israel and the United States are going to change dramatically at noon on the 20th of January. There are many threats that we face in common in the region, but I think the President-elect has been very clear throughout the campaign about the importance of a strong U.S.-Israel relationship, and I have every confidence that that's a campaign promise he'll deliver on.
John Bolton, good luck.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Godspeed.